Hi guys and welcome back to Torquay and I HD, and today we've got episode 2 of Rebuilding the Crazy Gang on FIFA 13 career mode, and we'll start the episode off by simulating a couple preseason games just because preseason, not really interested in it. Played the first game just to see what the team was like, how it played, that sort of thing, but I feel like after the first game I got a rough idea of exactly how this team plays in terms of the quality of the team, technique, first touch, passing, etc, etc. So I didn't feel the need to play the next couple games. Then we go on to sell a centre-back who's just not needed for us this season. In hindsight, I don't think I actually sold in this episode a replacement, but I should. Actually, I was thinking about it. I do need to find another backup centre-back because we may find ourselves a little bit short in that area come the middle of the season where we've got suspensions, injuries, fatigue, etc. So might need to replace that. But I do go on to sign a central midfielder, and I chose I think he was South American. I think either South American or Italian. Now I know they're completely different continents, so they're quite a big difference. But he's just a creative midfielder, very good at passing. Name all I can remember is his name. I just can't pronounce his name. But his passing is very good, and that's what I felt we needed in the midfield because at times a little bit sluggish, trying to get the ball, distribute the ball out to the strikers and the wingers, of course, to try and create the goals and score the goals. So we do needed that a little bit extra quality in the midfield just to help us out when the going gets tough, as the case may be. But we do play the first game toward the middle to end of this episode, and I feel like I want to talk about that because first game was against Torquay at home, I think it was, and a lot of crap went down in that game. Because at times, I don't know if you guys experience it, but you feel like no matter what you do in FIFA, it's just sometimes it's just not meant to be what you want to happen, and sometimes it's like I find it on defense a lot lately. When you try to select the defender you want, the game just won't let you select that player. It's like, I think, as I understand it, it's supposed to be select the defender nearest the ball, sort of thing, nearest the action. It just won't do it, and you'll see what I mean when I show you some of the highlights from the games, from the first game. It just won't let me select the player I want to select, so it's really frustrating. And then some incredible goalkeeping also doesn't help from their goalkeeper. But you'll see that from the highlights. You'll see exactly what I mean. We did dominate the game. We did go on to dominate the game. I know the highlights aren't on just yet, but we did dominate the game in terms of our shots. I think I showed just a couple of highlights of me shooting, as well as the actual goals in the game. I show you a couple of extra highlights of really good chances, actually. So we do create chances, and the new midfielder who we sign, I do spend most of this episode actually trying to sign him because he was very picky about what role he had in the team, so it took quite a few goes just to get that deal done. So he wasn't playing in the Torquay game, and maybe that was why we didn't score as many goals as maybe we should have done, because I don't know, maybe we just didn't create enough. We did create enough chances. It's not that. I don't know. It's just, again, as I say, sometimes it's just not meant to be. There you can see, as long as the highlights haven't skipped on what I'm saying now and lagging, you can see I've just upped his status to crucial player within the team. As I was saying, he wants to be very picky about what role he had. But to be honest, the quality of the midfield is it's not great. We've got a couple of decent guys. I've been looking at some of their potentials, and not bad for a League 2 player. So some of them have got decent potential to potentially be squad players in the Championship, maybe. So look to keep them. I think it's is it Lou Harris? I think his name's Lou Harris. He's alright. He's got some decent potential. But generally the quality, it is Lou Harris. Generally the quality is not quite there. So did need that midfielder. It is going to be potentially quite crucial for us as the season progresses. Now I was thinking about the cup games that we'll face, the Capital One Cup, which is the second game of the season. And I think for the cup games, I'm thinking about simulating them because they're just not necessary for us this season due to the fact that I don't expect us to progress in them. Maybe the Johnston's Paint Trophy we might get somewhere in, but generally we're not going to trouble the final. Not going to get to the final. Let's be honest. Let's be realistic here. So I'm thinking about simulating them. Plus, it wouldn't be realistic if we did get to the final of the Capital One Cup or the FA Cup. So maybe not even the Johnston's Paint Trophy, to be honest, because our squad is not that good. As you'll see, we're not that good on the pitch. Our squad, I would say, our squad in terms of its ratings is on par with a lot of the other League Two teams, top League Two teams. So, but on the pitch, it's not always shown on the pitch, because obviously sometimes things do happen. Crap does happen in FIFA, as it does in all games. It does happen sometimes. So I think I might simulate some of these cup games just because I don't feel the need to play them. And if we go through, we go through. If we go out, we go out. It's up to the match engine, the simulator, whatever you want to call it, up to EA. What happens in those games, I suspect we'll lose unless we're at home. Sometimes I find out if you're at home, you actually end up getting better results, more favourable results than if you're away when you simulate games. So we'll have to see. I'm not sure if we're at home or away, or even who it's against, to be perfectly honest with you. So we'll have to see what's what, and see how we get on, I guess. But in the match, it's just, I mean, we're playing really good. Our passing skills, we're passing around the box, doing the highlights I don't show. The actual gameplay is the ball's passing around a lot, and everything's going quite nicely out to the wings. I do like to play with wingers on FIFA and get the ball into the box, that sort of thing. And I think there's a winger called Ajala. He's got I only recognise him because he's got blonde hair, and he stands out quite a lot on the game. So he's quite a crucial player. He's very quick. He's got like 90 acceleration, or maybe not 90, maybe high 80s, but he's very quick. Certainly feels very quick when you're playing with him. So he's going to be a real crucial player for us this season. Certainly, I think a lot of our players are going to go through him. And it's quite nice to have a fairly quick striker and technical winger on the left. He's not quite as quick, and then someone who's just electrifying in pace on the other wing. It's just quite a nice complementary thing to have. But that is pretty much going to do it from me for this episode. This episode will probably play out a little bit longer, and the highlights will have to show. Carry on running, obviously. So that's pretty much going to do it from me. Leave a like on this episode if you've enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on the signing we've made. Do you know who he is? I never heard of him myself. I just went on his attributes. So let me know if you've ever heard of him, if you've ever played with him, if you ever played Wimbledon, actually. Let me know in the comments if you ever played Wimbledon. Do you think the squad was better pre-patch or after the patch, in terms of, because pre-patch they had wingers, a lot of left wingers. I think Jolly and the guys I mentioned in the previous episode, I couldn't say his name. Let me know, do you think that's better or worse off now? But that's pretty much going to do it for me. So until then, I'll see you guys next time.